Good morning. Have I bitten off more than I can chew? Nowhere near, right? This is something totally separate. This is about how they can predict solar eclipses, right? Does anybody know? Probably not. I came across it in the 1961 book when I was reading up about Herodotus. Solar eclipses can be predicted because over the years, over the millennia, when solar eclipses have been happening, people have been making a note of it, right? We've got the sun, earth and moon, right? We've only got three things, but it doesn't matter how many there are. The more there are, the longer it would take to amass the records, right, of taking notes. But with three, there will come a time, right? It doesn't matter how fast or how slow, it doesn't matter how far it has to go. There will come a time. You'd have to, a starting point for taking records would be obviously a solar eclipse. It's happening in the sky. Wow, it's the first one we've ever seen. Everybody's freaking out. But somebody would go, right, date and time it happened. And then Earth carries on spinning, the moon goes one with the sun, and it's all finished, it's gone, forgotten. It will happen again. Sometimes it's the next year, sometimes people have to wait 10 years before they see a solar eclipse at the same place they saw it last time. Here's the thing, however long it takes, there will come a time when a second solar eclipse will play out exactly the same as the first one where the records were started. That is probably how to explain it. Everything's come full circle. So that is when this stuff has been passed down. Somebody went, hey, look, we've got the solar eclipse the exact same time. Not date, because that, well, it doesn't matter. There will be an interval, a certain gap in between solar eclipses happening. When that second one happened and coincided, bang, at the exact same time the first one was, all of a sudden you have yourself a pattern. And if you've taken notes of every single solar eclipse that happened in between that first one where you started taking notes and that second one that you're witnessing now, you should be able to predict every single solar eclipse in between the two. So you're in a position now to be able to predict when the next solar eclipse is. It's common sense. It's not about science, it's about common sense. If you have three things and they're moving in a set, they're locked into a certain route, right? There will come a time where all of a sudden, doesn't matter how long it takes, bang, that those three things will find themselves in a position that they were many years ago. And bang, people take notes of it and off they go again. And on the second time of it happening, well, look, that's exactly the same as the one we had in 19, if that's the case, the next one should be happening there. And when it does, now you're locked in, right? Because the series will just start all over again. And that is how they are able to predict future eclipses. It is not rocket science. It is about logic and common sense. It used to bug me. I could not get past. How on earth can they work something like that out? So it didn't really have anything to do with Kepler. He didn't work out the orbits and planets, and that is why they're able to predict. It's a case of sequence, something that is set, not in stone, but there is a sequence and it can be followed, right? And on that note, this is me. These things, you can see how they work. If after you've got one, you get the next one come X amount of years, the third one come X amount of years, if you have one or two or three that are bang on where you predicted, but the fourth one, shit, that looks we're not getting a full solar eclipse this time, like the last 3 times. Now it's just partial. That means that one of the 3 objects is either slowing down or speeding up. These things are too big to just slow down and speed up, or axis spin, slow down and then speed up like they predict. It's rubbish. It doesn't happen. So yeah, if this stuff has bugged anybody else like it has bugged me, this is a massive weight off my shoulders, because it's something that's always been ticking away in the background. How on earth can they predict the orbits to work out eclipses? That's it. Pure common sense and logic and patience. You need to take notes and keep waiting for the next one to occur. I love it. That one is out. It used to drive me nuts. Kepler. All right. It still took 6 minutes. Later, peeps. And I'm going to be doing the books now. We left off. I need just more hours in the day or something. What a fantastic time to be alive. Later.